He was a gangster. She liked it, that gangster shit. But in the beginning, let's rewind how all this shit started though, right? It started by them meeting at a motorcycle club. You know what I'm saying? When she first met him, nigga had the new Harley. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was balling, had a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? She was looking at him across the way. He looking at her. You know what I'm saying? Her homegirl introduced them to each other. They left her. Next thing you know, he told her he'd take her home. She jumped on the back of his Harley. You know what I'm saying? They rode to the beach, talked all night. You know what I'm saying? They talked all night. She got a chance to get to know the nigga. You know what I'm saying? The next day, they went out on a date. You know what I'm saying? He paid for everything. Her birthday was coming in like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Her homegirl reached out to him and said, you know, it's her birthday, right? So the nigga was really feeling her. You know what I'm saying? So he linked with her homegirl, said, I want to do something big for her. Like, I fuck with her. I think this might be my bitch. This might be my person. So she was like, oh, that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never had no nigga to look out for her. You know what I'm saying? So he told her to meet up at the spot. She like, what spot? The motorcycle club. So they went and picked out a venue. You know what I'm saying? The nigga dropped a stack on the venue. Her homegirl, he gave her homegirl probably like $1,000 to get the decoration and shit. You know what I'm saying? He just met the bitch. You know what I'm saying? They met at the motorcycle club. Everything was popping. You know what I'm saying? She was really on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was waxing his Harley. She's standing over there with her homegirls looking bombed in a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I think that day at that night at that beach when they were just chopping it up, they had a little bonfire and shit. You know what I'm saying? She still ain't never told him, you know what I'm saying, what she went through in life, right? So he ended up, you know, surprising her with the surprise birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Nigga went to the Louis Vuitton store, got her a Damier bag, right? From the Louis store, Damier. You know what I'm saying? The nigga like, fuck it, man. This about to be my bitch. Let me show this bitch she worth something to me. He figured, you know what I'm saying? If he give her what she want, she go give him what he need. You know what I'm saying? This nigga grew up. Nobody that fuck with him, no family members. Everything in his life was chaotic. Gang banging, drug slanging, shootouts in broad daylight. Pow, pow. That's all he knew. He ain't never had like no real bitch to really like fuck with him like that. You know what I'm saying? So this particular situation finna get cold. So I hope y'all tuned in, man. So the party come. He give his homegirl the renter car. He rented the bitch a car, you know what I'm saying? For 2 days. She picked the rental car up from him. She put up to her house, gave the keys. Never told her like Rico paid for the rental car. She didn't know what was going on. She went in her purse, gave her $2,000. Now Rico gave the homegirl the $2,000 so she could go get her nails done, hair done, outfits, all this crazy shit. She thinking her homegirl did this shit. You know what I'm saying? The nighttime come on her birthday. You know what I'm saying? Everybody inside the you know what I'm saying, the event center, balloons everywhere. She's still thinking her homegirl did all of this shit. So Rico chilled in the back. It was a VIP room. You know what I'm saying? He put some little candles on the floor, some rose petals on the floor. She see all her friends when she walk in, the music playing, all of this crazy shit. The nigga was so selfless, he didn't even tell her I paid for all of this shit. She still shocked because she know her homegirls don't got no motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? So she hung out, gave her hugs, and hung with all her friends and shit, right? And then her homegirl said, it's a surprise for you in the back. So Rico sitting in the back, you know what I'm saying? Fly, fitted, you know what I'm saying? A Miri t-shirt, a Miri jeans, all the jewelry on, smelling good, you know what I'm saying? Nigga standing there, you know what I'm saying, posing for the poster with some blue roses. You know what I'm saying? She go to the back. She see the candles on the floor with the blue rose petals and everywhere and shit. She was like, oh my God, I was thinking about you this whole time. Like, damn. She's like, where my man? Where my man? Looking at her like, man, this is a dope party, man. You got all these friends come see you? Man, this is crazy. She's like, yeah, I know. I don't know how my friends put this shit together. She was like, my homegirl gave me $2,000. Told me go do what I gotta do to go get dolled up. My homegirl dropped off a rental car. She rented a Porsche SUV for me, right? He was like, what? She was like, yeah, I ain't never had nobody care about me this much, right? So she started telling him, she was like, I went and got my nails done, my hair, I had champagne. I had the best time of my life. You know what I'm saying? And he's sitting there just looking like, damn, you deserve all of this shit. See, she never knew what Rico did. Rico was a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? But Rico had this cold, vicious side about him. You know what I'm saying? Got a good heart. But he was a ruthless nigga when it came to money and business and survival. You know what I'm saying? But he finally met that female where he let his guard down. He just wanted to give her everything. He was like, yeah, this bitch, I fuck with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? They went to the beach. They smoked some caviar. They chopping it. She had a plan. And he had some money. So it ain't nothing like a woman with a plan and a man with some money. You understand me? You can come together and do some powerful shit. So, you know, she just bragging and shit. She was like, I hope these bitches don't think I'm gonna give them anything back. She was like, wait, I wonder where. She's like, let me take you out today. I'm like, he was like, it's your birthday. She said, I'm about to leave these motherfuckers in a little bit. Let me just go hang out for a bit. You know what I'm saying? Come outside with me. You know, they walk outside together, everybody rooting and shit. And, you know, her homegirl was asking her right next to her. She was like, bitch, how you pay for all of this shit? She said, I didn't. Rico paid for this shit. Rico paid for everything. See, Keisha, she kind of heard it, but she didn't really hear it. You understand what I'm saying? But Rico didn't brag. He just like, yeah, bitch, I paid for all of this shit. This all me. I did this. He didn't do that. He didn't even care if she knew who really paid for that shit. Because if this shit ever went wrong, if it ever went sideways, she would always revert back to that situation. Like, damn, that nigga spent racks on her. And let me tell y'all something, right? Now, when you do something for a woman, nigga, you don't count no favors. You don't never say what you did. You don't never brag about that shit. But Keisha kind of heard that shit, but she wasn't for sure. So, you know, she had a couple reposado shots with her homegirl. They had a liquor bar. You know what I'm saying? All her friends was there. Her mama was there. She taking pictures. They had a photographer there. You know what I'm saying? They had a food vendor there. You know what I'm saying? She just enjoying life. She had it hard her motherfucking self. You understand what I'm saying? She decided to get up out of there. She took off them heels. She grabbed Rico by his hand and said, babe, let's get out of here. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, how we getting there? You don't got no car. She said, oh, remember my homegirl rented me a Porsche. You know what I'm saying? So he jumped in the Porsche truck. She asked, do you mind if I play my music? She started playing her music and shit. He wasn't used to all that soft ass female shit, but she was just enjoying herself. So he quiet. You know what I'm saying? Rolling up some weed. You know what I'm saying? Rico, he talk, but he don't talk. You know what I'm saying? So she asked him, where you want to go? He said, you show me where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Show me what you feeling, what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So what she wanted to do, she wanted to drive down Malibu. You know what I'm saying? So they drove. They drove down Malibu. You know what I'm saying? She took a couple reposado for her and him. They sipping on some tequila. You know what I'm saying? He blowing on some caviar, you know, checking himself, smelling good. She over there complimenting like, damn, nigga, you smell, take you down in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, you know, they ain't never had sex yet. Rico was like, yeah, slow down, love. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? So they get over there to Malibu. They pull over on this little edge. You know what I'm saying? Where you can see the lighthouse. You see the boats coming in and out. You know, she tried to rush the nigga. He smelled so good. She lift up her dress and shit, trying to jump on it. He like, listen, love, you know, you can keep that right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your day. Fuck all that shit. I ain't in a rush. I ain't from Russia. You know what I'm saying? And he turned her down. And she kind of felt offended. You know what I'm saying? She felt offended though. Like, wait a minute, ain't no nigga ever turned me down? What? If I'm trying to jump yo, she was kind of like, oh, okay. You must got another bitch. You know how women play the insecure game, right? So he pick her up, sit her off of her, and he talked to her. He explained it to her. You understand? She understood exactly what he was saying, but it fucked her up because he said, hold on, I gotta go use restroom. He jumped out the car. She texted her homegirl, bitch, this nigga turned me down. I think I love this nigga. She starting to fall in love with this nigga. Every nigga that she fucked with, they couldn't wait to crack. You know what I'm saying? He jumped back in the car. He was like, come on, let's get to my bike. You know what I'm saying? My bike unattended. You know, they jump in the car. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, slide over, get in the passenger side. You know what I'm saying? He jump in the car. You know what I'm saying? They stop by the liquor store, get another bottle. They smoking, listening to music. Nigga turn on some comedy on her. You know what I'm saying? She started laughing. They cracking up. He speeding, listening to some comedy and shit. You know what I'm saying? He get to his motorcycle. Her homegirls had a hotel for her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even know. That's why he really wanted to get back too, though. You know what I'm saying? He jumped on a Harley. She's like, you coming to a hotel? I'm like, where's it at? She's like, I don't know. Let me ask my homegirl. I don't know where this bitch got this money from, but I'm living like a queen pin at night. He started smiling. He said, you can live like that every day. And she laughed and said, what? He said, you can live like that every day. Now, Keisha, she was going to school for a CNA. You know what I'm saying? She worked at a convalescent home. You know, she was, helping the elderly, you know what I'm saying, doing God's work. It's something about a woman who has the heart, the gut, to help those who can't help themselves. And he was fucked up by that shit. He was like, damn, you got to really care to really help somebody, wipe themselves and, help them, nurture them and get them through. So, he took that into consideration too. Like, yes, okay, cool. So she was like, yeah, I'm in school for CNA. I'm almost done. As soon as I pay off this tuition, I'm going to be straight. He was like, you got a tuition? She was like, yeah, I owe them people money. I got to pay for this. He was like, okay. What school is that? She said, the one downtown, the big building next to Capitol Records. So he took a little mental note, you know what I'm saying? Boom. He jumped on a Harley playing some loud music. They pull up to the hotel together. All her friends is there. They chilling. They hanging. You know what I'm saying? He started getting introduced to all her friends. The mama met him. The mama wasn't always in her life like that. Her uncles raised her. You know what I'm saying? Her brother had to raise her. The mama was, on drugs for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Her mama was irresponsible. So her mama really raised her. So she grew up without her mama really being in her life. The most important times of her life. She didn't really have her mama come in her life and raise her until she was like 14. At 14, your own thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Your own mind, your own opinions start to formulate. But we'll get back to that on another side. So they chilling at the hotel, you know what I'm saying? Rico, he on his suave shit, you know what I'm saying? Meeting some of her cousins, you know what I'm saying? Her brothers, you know what I'm saying? Then her brother walked up like, hey, I know you from somewhere, homie. Hey, where I know you from? Rico like, nah, I don't think you know me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really hang out too much, bro. But it's good to meet you, big dog. I'm Rico. You know what I'm saying? Rico quiet. Everybody fuck with Rico. They like him. Like he talk, but he just ain't just extra loud. You know what I'm saying? So, people speak to Rico. Rico speaking back. You know what I'm saying? But Rico, approached Keisha like, hey, look, I gotta get out of here, but let's do lunch tomorrow. She was like, I gotta go to school. He said, I know, but let's do lunch. So around 11:45, she got to be at school for one, because she only got a couple more classes. He went up to the school and asked how much was her tuition. He paid off her whole tuition. It was nothing but like $3,500 she had to pay, you know what I'm saying? But to her, she didn't have that on hand, so she had to make payments. He paid it off. She told that nigga she liked Chipotle, you know what I'm saying? So he went to Chipotle, got her little favorite little food and shit. You know, he had brought his truck out today. So he laid down a blanket and shit, you know what I'm saying? They sat in the back of the truck. She ate her little lunch before she started class and shit. And then he reached in his pocket and he gave her her final payments for her tuition. And he told her, happy birthday. She looked at the paper, said, what's this? He said, read it, love. Happy birthday. I didn't get you nothing for your birthday. This is my birthday gift to you. She looked and she started crying. Oh my God. Ain't nobody cared about me like that. You could have bought me a designer, whatever you wanted, but you paid for my school. She started crying. He like, what you crying for? I just met you, love. Like, damn, what's up? What's up? She was like, I'm about to say something to you. It was like, can it wait? She was like, no. I've been feeling this from the first night. We hung out at the beach. I don't know what it was, meeting you at the motorcycle club. But I knew you was something special. So she started breaking down in tears, crying. She said, I love you. He like, whoa, whoa. I love you. He like, nah, don't tell me that. She's like, what? She's like, don't tell me that. Never tell a man you love him without showing him. She was like, no, fuck that. I love you. She was like, I want you to be my man. It was like, we just met. She was like, you the one. So what he told her was this. He said, go to class. When you get out of school, man, I want you to walk out that school and know that you don't got no more worries. All your tuition paid for. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta worry about that no more. That should take all the stress off your mind, off your body. So Rico disappeared for 2 or 3 days. He had to go make a drug run. You know, Rico was selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, but he told her one thing. He said, listen, I'm real busy, so you can't get in contact with me. You just gotta wait till you see me. She didn't understand that because she caught all these feelings for him. Now all of a sudden she's like, I just want to hear the nigga voice. I just want to know what he doing. Now the bitch being nosy. You understand me? So Rico went a couple days, you know what I'm saying? So Rico ended up coming back, you know what I'm saying? She don't know nothing about Rico. She done told Rico she love this man. All she knows is nigga name is Rico. He nice to her. He talk good, smell good. He got a certain walk about him. It's something about his aura. It's something about his feng shui. You know what I'm saying? He talk back, but he don't like to talk over people, in front of people. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that he was just talking to her in private just made sense. He motivated her. He was telling like, damn, like he cared about how she think. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never told her how fine she was and all that. He didn't give a fuck about that. In fact, you know, I think the nigga was probably making love with her head before he fucked her in bed. You know what I'm saying? So Rico was one of them niggas that he didn't need all the fame. He had the money. You understand what I'm saying? So now she like, Rico, I told you I love you. You did all this shit for me, and I don't even know you like that. They start laughing. Cold nigga, huh? So she said, you gotta give me something. You gotta tell me something about you. He said, and I will, just in time. You know, if you ain't going nowhere, ain't no need to rush. So slowly but surely, you know, he started telling her about himself. He wasn't easy to just crack open. See, most of these niggas be telling everything the first day, first night, you know. So Rico said, I'm gonna let you know where I stay at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna trust you with this. You know, she knew Rico gangbang. She seen how everybody respect him at the motorcycle club. You know what I'm saying? Now Rico, he stayed downtown. You know what I'm saying? He found one of those old lofts that had bricks in it and had a nice view. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a brick loft. You know what I'm saying? An old elevator that you had to pull down the string and, you know, get to the top. So she was looking, the whole place looked grimy from the outside. So she's second guessing. But he took his motorcycle in the elevator with him. You know what I'm saying? They get to the top of the elevator. He lift that motherfucker up, open view. 100-inch screen TV on the wall. Fly decor, the couch, the ornaments, everything was just, you would never expect that shit from a hood nigga like him. Plus, he was quiet. Fly. Everything was fly. He rode his motorcycle into his own condo. You know what I'm saying? He went to the bar, fixed them 2 drinks and shit. So she seen how this nigga was living. So she underestimated it, judging the top of the house, thinking it was just some rat hole or some shit. You know what I'm saying? She asked him, who place is this? He said, it's my place. I live here. I know. Who live with you? He said, nobody live with me. It's my shit. So she was shocked because Keisha was still living with her motherfucking mama. Keisha was living with her mama. You know what I'm saying? She was just trying to get her shit together. He didn't judge her. She seen that motherfucking spot though. She was like, oh, I'm getting cracked tonight. Yeah, she seen the opportunity. Wait a minute, this nigga paid off my school tuition. She still kind of remember her homegirl saying Rico paid for everything. So she was asking Rico, she was like, what you do? How you afford to live like this? He said, the way you was looking when we first put up, you thought I stayed in like some motherfucking rat hotel or something. She started laughing. Nah, it just looked grimy. You know what I'm saying? It looked like nobody back here. It was one of those buildings where it's downtown in the cut. Like if you walking through the alley, you swear somebody finna come rob you. Somebody finna come kidnap you. You know what I'm saying? So he told her, you know, he in the expedite business. He expedite merchandise. You know what I'm saying? He was suave with it. He was never just so direct with it because still Keisha wasn't a part of that life. So he didn't tell Keisha, hey, oh, I'm just selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? But she knew something. She could tell about a Harley, the house decor. She went in the bathroom. The bathroom had all fly shit in it. You know what I'm saying? He had a TV in the bathroom, TV on the balcony, 100-inch screen TV in the living room. The bed, the nigga had 2 Cali king size beds put together. And it's just him there. You know what I'm saying? He had way more than enough. Only thing he didn't have was a solid rider, a murder mommy, just to, you know what I'm saying, be a support system. You know, that can watch the place when he gone. You know what I'm saying? Handle his business when he out of town. You know what I'm saying? So Keisha kind of got over herself, right? Because he always had females. And they would always be groupies and shit, like trying to be in his life. And he was telling Keisha, like, hey, just don't be like them. Just be you with me. You know what I'm saying? She shook her head like, yeah, I got you. So they started drinking. The nigga whipped out the Uno cards on her. She's like, Uno? Nigga, what you know about Uno? They started playing strip Uno. Now they playing Uno. He killing it. He done stripped her down to everything but her panties. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because she was drunk. You know what I'm saying? She standing up. She had on some La Pearl and lacing. can see something dripping from her little seafood platter. You understand me? I mean, that motherfucker dripping. He like, damn. She's like, yeah. She was so horny. That little seafood platter was draining. You know what I'm saying? So she finally won. He already had on some shorts. So he took off his shorts. His eggplant rise to the occasion. So they both go down for their drink. She grabbed his cup, drunk his. She grabbed hers, drunk hers. She pushed him on the couch. Now, you know, y'all can feel it in y'all imagination. I know I can't say what I want to say on here, so they start, you know, pecking all over each other's neck. She pecking on her chest. She took down you know what I'm saying? Seen a pole down there. You know what I'm saying? She said, I think that might hurt me, but fuck it, I'm with it tonight. They end up getting it cracking. You know what I'm saying? She ain't CUM'd in a long time. He didn't put the hard drive in her software, made her .com multiple times. I mean, he knocked the CD-ROM out that mama. You know what I'm saying? The cold thing was, they were so drunk, they didn't even use a condom. Great time, great sex. Everything was just perfect. She woke up next to a nigga she been praying for her whole life. All of a sudden, she get up next morning, made up the bed. He was already gone. Rico had cameras inside his condo. You know what I'm saying? And it was audio too. So, you know, she put her panties on. She called her homegirl. Hello? Dior. Bitch. Why you didn't tell me this nigga live like this? She like, shit, bitch, I didn't know that nigga. We met him together. She walking around this condo and shit in her panties. She kept jumping up and down like, bitch, this my nigga right here. She's like, y'all, he cracked? She said, bitch, you know I gave it to that nigga. She was like, yeah, it was good too. She's like, I KILL somebody if he giving that to somebody. It's crazy how that's a nigga with all this shit in that is living by himself. She's like, be careful, there ain't no food in. Nigga with all that, he's selective on who he really let into his life. She's like, I know, bitch, but you know I'm a good bitch. Plus, I'm tired of staying with my mama. She said, what you about to trap him? She said, no, but we didn't use no condom last night. And he didn't pull out either. He was drunk, bitch. She was like, oh, if he was drunk, if he don't want it, what you go do? She said, I ain't getting rid of nothing if I'm pregnant. So then, you know, she's like, I gotta go. You killed my mood. All of a sudden, she looked around this place. She asked God to please let her be pregnant. Ain't that something? She said, God, please, I'll do right by this man. Just let me have this man baby. You know what I'm saying? She went about her day, got dressed, went to school. Now she calling Rico. Rico ain't answering the phone. Rico didn't answer the phone for nothing. He had to go. He didn't tell her what he had to do. But he left a note right there on the table. He said, here go the keys, lock up, put the key downstairs in my little secret spot. Don't take the key with you. You know what I'm saying? So she followed instructions, right? She left, went to school. She ain't talked to him. Now she worried. Now she wondering, did he like the seafood platter? You understand what I'm saying? She stayed with her mama. Now she tripping. She just want to go back to the house, be with this nigga, see what he doing. But see, Rico had a life. Rico life was just crazy. Yeah, he had the money. Yeah, he had the shit most people always want. But Rico know that he gotta always produce. He gotta always perform. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't always available. So a week went by. She tripping. Oh, this nigga disrespectful. Oh, he got me fucked up. He think he go just crack me like that and don't call me back? So now she tripping. She getting paranoid. Her homegirls pull up to go pick her up. It's a Friday night. She's like, fuck it, let's go out. Rico just got in town. His homeboy birthday was popping. So his homeboy had a VIP table at the club. Her homegirls decided to go out. Little did she know how the universe worked. She pull up in the club. She danced with her homegirls. They chilling. Then she look at the VIP table. She sees some celebrities over there. All of a sudden, she see Rico. She dropped the cup so fast, grabbed her homegirl. Bitch, there go Rico. There go Rico. So she like, so why you were? She's like, this nigga hit me with no rubber. Where this nigga been at? It's been a week and a half. I'm about to go say something to him. Come with me. So her homegirl decided to come with her. They pushing through the crowd. It's a security guard before you get to the VIP section. So they like, excuse me, we're trying to get to the VIP. They said, sorry, man, I can't let you in. You know what I'm saying? Rico still didn't see her. He's sitting on top of the chair, you know, big champagne bottle with his homeboys, standing up. You know what I'm saying? He hears some arguing going on. So he looked, he see Keisha. He like, hey, yo, chill out. He pushed the security guard out the way. Let him in. Everybody was like, let her in. Now Keisha and her homegirl bad too. So she walk up, where the fuck you been at, nigga? He like, hey, chill out, love. That ain't how I do it. So she backed up, you right, cause she respected that nigga. She tried to flash on that nigga. He told her one time, chill out, that ain't how we do it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never gave her no reason to act like some immature little girl. You know what I'm saying? So he had to check her. Check your temper when you talking to me. I don't even let people come around me after that. Me and you ain't doing that. She understood the assignment. She said, well, can I please talk to you? You know, he passed the champagne bottle to her homegirl. They walked to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? He paid the little butler $50 to walk out of there and lock the door. You know what I'm saying? So now they got the bathroom to themselves. You know, the little butler, they got the cologne in there, the gum, the refreshments. Now the butler's standing in front of the men's restroom like a bodyguard. He like, hey, check this out, love. You showing your ass like that? That can't never happen again. She's like, I know I'm tripping, but you fucked me like that. You know, you paid for my tuition. You know what I'm saying? You being so good to me. I thought we had something going on. He's like, yeah, we do. But let me tell you something. I'm a loner, love. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not used to all that. So she was like, all right, I'm tripping, huh? He was like, yeah, you tripping. But, you know, if I didn't fuck with you, I wouldn't brought you to my crib. I wouldn't went to your school, bring you lunch. I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't in a rush, then what you rushing for? She's like, I'm just sorry. I ain't never met a nigga like you. Like, I'm into you. Like, I'm crazy about you. I think about you all the time. Niggas try to holler at me every day. I get disgusted when another nigga try to talk to me. Something is wrong with me. I'm sorry that I approached you in the VIP section like that. He just started smiling. He whipped out his caviar, his blunt. He hit the blunt, passed it to her. She hit that motherfucker. All of a sudden, she dropped down to her knees. And she went downtown on him. You know what I'm saying? She go downtown on the nigga. She giving him that Panasonic 2000. She said, hold on, nigga. Why your shit taste like Jolly Ranchers? He just grabbed her head. You know what I'm saying? Continue. He hit the blunt. You know what I'm saying? He like, what you want me to do when it's that time? She said, just shoot it. She go catch it. You know what I'm saying? She gave that nigga the best Panasonic 2000 of his life. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he said, fuck the seafood platter. The mouth is where it's at, right? He shot that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Boom. She swallowed that shit. You know what I'm saying? She's like, nah, fuck that. Hold on. Save some of that. So she jump up, turn around, bend over. Pow, pow. He's like, it's it. It's over. It's over. It's stop. He like, stop. She kept going. She wanted all the little juices, all that little shit. You know what I'm saying? She grabbed the water off the counter. He grabbed some of the little Versace cologne, sprayed that shit. She grabbed the peppermint. They walked up out of there. He shook hands with the butler. They went to the bar. They went and bought her a drink, got her homegirl a drink. Chopped it up. He was like, look, me and my partners got to get up out of here, but I'm going to catch up with you. But if I don't call you, if I don't talk to you, you just got to wait till I call you. I ain't forgot about you. I don't move on your time. She was like, all right, I got you. Her and her homegirls leave and shit. She jumped on the passenger side of her homegirl car. She was like, fuck. I'm in trouble, bitch. She was like, why? This nigga got control over me more than any other nigga I've ever fucked with. Whatever he say, I'm doing that shit. It's just some of the way he talked to me, how he moved. You know what I'm saying? He just moved different. You know what I'm saying? And he don't even gotta yell at me just to get me in check. The nigga just, he's smooth with it. And I know I can't control him. He got everything on his own. He don't live with me. He don't need me. So who the fuck am I to tell him to do something if I leave, knowing everything that he got? The next bitch will come in and take everything and do the exact same thing he need to be. I think I'm a surrender. I ain't go play them games with him. I don't care if he called me for 2 months, bitch. She like, 2 months? You know what I mean? Niggas out here. She's like, I don't care. This my person. Boom. Now she all in. Cold thing. Weeks go by. She start throwing up. Her homegirl said, yeah, I had without a, she said, yeah. She said, go get a pregnancy test. She said, take me to go get it. Said, I'll be there in 30. So they went to the CVS. She bought like 3 boxes. She peed on all 3 of them. All of a sudden, Keisha pregnant. Now Rico, she was so scared. She didn't know how Rico was gonna take that shit. You know what I'm saying? Keisha just, finished her CNA. She certified nurse assistant. Now she want to become an LVN. But she pregnant. So she crying. She left a voicemail crying, telling Rico, you need to call her as soon as he get this. Rico called her back 3 hours later. Said, I need you to pull up. So he pulled up to her mama house. The mama opened up the door. Hey, Rico, gave him a hug. She was like, Keisha be out in a second. Keisha come out the room with a bag. She asked him to sit down. He sat her down. She said, I'm scared to tell you something. She said, I know you're a busy man. I know you got a lot going on. But I think we fucked up. We let our chemistry, we let our energy take over our responsibility. He was like, man, you say what's on your heart, what's on your mind. She wiped her tears. I'm pregnant, Rico. Rico, what? He said, I thought you was on the pill. She said, you never asked me. It was like, you was going to school, you doing all of this shit. I didn't think you didn't. Why would you risk getting pregnant when you got goals? You got dreams. You said you wanted to be an LVN after you finish your CNA school. She said, I know I do. I didn't know I was gonna fall for you. I didn't know that this was gonna be what it was gonna be. Damn. Now Rico in a situation where he gotta make a choice. So she crying. She said, if you gonna leave me, I understand. But just please, don't ask me to give her that. I respect you enough. If you don't want to be with me because I was irresponsible, this is on me. I'll take care of this. I raised this on my own. I won't ask you for a dime. Rico was quiet. He said, you know what? I got some business I got to handle, but I'll get with you in a couple of days. I need to clear my mind. I need to think. Rico left. He jumped on a Harley. He playing his music. He sliding. He riding. He didn't want to bring in nothing like that right now. He getting too much money. Everything going good. But he also remembered how he was raised. Rico ended up going to church, talking to a pastor. The pastor who watched him grow up told him, he said, one day you're going to have kids of your own. You're going to understand. So he vented to that pastor. He said, what does she do? He said, man, she a good girl. She go to school. She live with her mama. She got goals. She got dreams. I even paid off her tuition for a CNA school. He asked her, what's her plans? He said, after she had a baby, she going right back to school. She not about to stop. She gonna keep going. So the pastor told him, you gotta trust her like she trusts you. He was like, she ain't never gave me no reason not to. So he ended up making that decision. He pulled up to the mama house at 11 o'clock at night. The mama said, Rico, don't be coming to my house this late, just cause my daughter here. He said, ma'am, no disrespect, but I came to finish that today. She opened up the door. Keisha like, mama, why you talking to Rico like that? She said, you know how I feel about men coming to my house this late at night? She's like, mama, that's Rico. She said, girl, shut up. I don't care about that. No man coming to my house this late at night. Rico was like, I respect that. Hey, Keisha, grab your shit. Pack all your shit up. Let's go. It's time to move. And the mama got mad. What? My daughter ain't going nowhere with you. Respectfully, Keisha, I'm not gonna tell you again. Pack all your bags. Get everything you want. Let's go. We finna do this. The mama said, you know what? Get the out of my house. Who you think you is telling my daughter what to do? My daughter don't listen to no nigga. My daughter don't listen to no man. He said, you know what? Let me walk out your house, man. You have a great night. It was a pleasure to meet you. So she slammed the door in Rico's face. She turned around and said, Keisha, you ain't going nowhere. She said, mama, I'm pregnant. I gotta leave with the father of my child. I've been living here so long with you, mama. It's time for me to live on my own. She said, I'm be the father. I got you. You don't let no nigga come in here and tell you what to do. You a woman. A woman don't listen to no man. She said, mama, you not my man. So now the mama getting upset. Oh, you ingrateful. Oh, you just gonna let a nigga come in your world and control you. Watch, when he start putting knots on your head, don't call me crying. All this crazy stuff. Mama was just upset. Now, Keisha been to the house. She know ain't nobody really at that condo like that. Now she got a peace of mind. She tired of her mama coming in the living room telling her to turn the TV station because she want to watch General Hospital. She tired of her mama always finding shit to complain about, telling her she got to be in at a certain time. So she started going to her room, packing up all her shit. Her mama realized she don't got that control over her no more. She said, Keisha, if you leave my house, you ain't coming back in here. You can never come back here. Keisha started crying. Mama, really? I gotta do what I gotta do for me, mama. I love this nigga, mama. She said, that's it, baby. So make sure you know what you're doing. Keisha packed all her shit. She walked out the house. She looked back at her mama, told her mama she loved her. She took one big look at the house, her mama raised her up in, and she felt a little vulnerable because now she's stepping out to the world without no covenant, without nobody to have her back. She jumped in the truck. They go to Rico's house. Rico started grabbing all her belongings, moving into the house. Rico said, this closet is yours now. He already moved all his clothes out the closet. She had a big ass closet. You know what I'm saying? She had an island in her closet where she kept all the little, her little jewelry. He said, nah, put all that shit in the bag. You ain't rocking that no more. You know what I'm saying? She started to pay attention. That first night, they sat on the couch. She was like, I'm sorry I put you through this, Rico. Rico like, nah, it's my fault too. I got caught up in the moment with you. I ain't, be honest, this ain't what I really wanted. But the way I grew up, I couldn't ask you to do something that I wouldn't even want to do. She respected it. But he told her there's gonna be some boundaries around here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it out the gate so we don't have no misunderstanding. He talked to her. He was smooth. He was cool. He told her exactly what it was. And when those boundaries get crossed, there's consequences for him. It go for me too. So she was like, I ain't never had no nigga give me no boundaries. What you mean boundaries? Yeah, there's certain things about me that I don't tolerate. And if you can't handle that, then, you can spend the night tonight, but I help you get your own place. It's like that. You know what I'm saying? My own place. She said, nigga, I'm living with you. This baby, we're living together. So if you got boundaries, I guess we just gonna have to figure this shit out. She wasn't used to that. See, her mama always told her she ain't never needed a nigga for nothing. A man ain't supposed to tell a woman what to do. He said, look, these boundaries are guards and guidelines to protect you, to protect this family. You know what I'm saying? Don't go outside with no motherfucking short jeans that's showing your seafood platter. You know what I'm saying? Dress like you a mother now. Dress like you gotta, you could dress fly, you could dress fancy, whatever. Don't wear no see-through fishing net showing your nipples. That's just disrespectful. Niggas, everybody in the club see areola and all that. So she was like, oh, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you dressing like that, somebody might want to touch you or attack you or approach you, and, that might risk my business. She got it. So days go by, they enjoying their personal time together. He took a couple of days off. He get a phone call. He got to go back to work now. He said, look, I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. But I want you to go in the safe. I put $7,000 in the safe. Now, this is a test for you. I want you to manage the $7,000. Take care of the house, get the groceries, you know what I'm saying? Get some supplies you need, but don't go blow $7,000. Now, he wanted to test her. Rico got money. He wanted to really see the final straw. Can he trust her with the finances? Take care of the house, man. Just focus on you, the house. That's it. All the designer, all the fancy shit. Don't worry about that right now. You know what I'm saying? You got your new place. I got to get you a car. So when I get back, we'll talk about getting you a car. but I need to know, can you handle this? It's a lot of shit that come with this lifestyle. This ain't something you ever had before. She was like, boy, shut up. You're like, whoa, we don't do that either. We don't do that. So she like, I got it. I can handle it. So she called her homegirl over, took her grocery shopping. You know, they went to the mall. Her homegirl like, bitch, get you 2 or 3 outfits. Why you, man, he didn't mean it like that. You can go get you some outfits. She's like, nah, we don't go there no more. Go to the Gucci store, bitch. So she got her some Gucci flip-flops. Her homegirl asked for some. She bought her homegirl some Gucci flip-flops. You know what I'm saying? She bought herself a shirt and a belt. You know what I'm saying? She went and got some home decor from one of the places. She ended up stuck after everything with like $1,400. She had to stretch that until Rico came home. Rico get on. Like, how you been, love? She's like, I'm good, you know. Look what I did to the place. She thought she did something. The house was already decorated. You know what I'm saying? She just added some pictures to the kitchen, some pictures to the bathroom, and got some new towels and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he was like, this cool. All right. Good job, Keisha. Good job, Keisha. You know what I'm saying? She was so proud. She was able to, you know, make certain little things feel like her touch on it. Because she live there now, right? So he was like, how much money did you spend? Shit, I didn't do bad. I got me a couple things. My homegirl took me to go get these things. So I got her some things. He's like, you got her some things? He's like, yeah, I got her some groceries too, because we went grocery shopping. She didn't have it at the time. You know, we went to the store. I got her some Gucci flip-flops. I got me some. And he looking. He like, shh. All right. He didn't even make no big deal about it, right? She's like, it's just money. She was like, all right, well, you got some? She said, no, babe, you know, I'm pregnant now, but I was going to get a job. He's like, well, you still can. And then it hit her. Wait a minute. You're triggering me at this point. Now I got to get a job. So her homegirl been in her ear, just telling her to just get this nigga for his money, ask him for some money, ask the nigga for some money. And now he had to show her. He said, look, how much you got left? 1,400? I know people that don't even make that. I know people that's struggling. Just because you see it and it's available don't mean you could just do what you want to do with it. So I tell you what, you stretch that 1,400 for the rest of this month and then come talk to me. So she thought she was just going to have it her way because her homegirl was just telling her, bitch, he got money, but you need to figure out a way how to get the nigga. But Rico was disciplined. He meant good by her. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, now she's sitting in the house. She's kind of disappointed because he's disappointed. The month go by. She stretched it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't talked to her mama. So she kind of fucked up. She looking sad around the house. The nigga fuck around and tell her to come outside. He had a bow tie on a car. He put a silk rag over her face so she don't see it. He walked her downstairs. He had her friends pull up. Boom. He got her a Tahoe truck. He didn't go get her no Range Rover, no Mercedes Benz. He bought her a nice Tahoe truck with all the perks on it, digital screen, everything. So they end up jumping in her car with her friends. They go cruising. You know what I'm saying? She lift up the console. It's money in there, $20,000. She called Rico. Rico, it's $20,000 in the center council. He said, I know that's yours. He said, now, you can do whatever you want to do with it. Hold on. All right, man. TikTok just advised me that it's something I said on here, so we're going to leave it right there, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the story, man. I didn't went off all the way off of what I was supposed to talk about, but it's all good, man. Happy Monday. Yeah, I'll pull up on YouTube, man. I'm finna go rock on YouTube and probably what time is 1:45. All right, so check my Instagram. I'm gonna let y'all know when I'm going live on YouTube, man. So if y'all new to my channel, my name Nina Boy, man. Y'all pull up, type in Nina Boy on YouTube. Come check me out. But yeah, we gotta get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up for the live. Yeah, I'll see y'all on the next video. Let's go.